After the scandals came out about the Catholic Church, particularly about priests committing sexual abuse, often of young people and so often of children, and very often of boy children, there's a lot of talk about the reasons why priests would be apt to molest children. And a lot of people said, well, that's what you get when you have a celibate clergy. Now, there's a lot of problems with that analysis. The first one being that they obviously got in trouble because they violated their vow of celibacy. But another one is that having a sexual outlet, in quotes, does not guarantee that anyone is not going to commit a sex crime. You don't necessarily protect from abuse by giving a socially acceptable sexual partner, i.e. a wife or a husband, as the case may be to anyone. Because if that was true, then married men would never be charged with any sex crimes. Married men would never be involved in any sex scandals. Well, boy, that's not true by any means. Another thing is you have men who have basically unlimited sexual outlets, okay? And they still are sometimes accused, okay? One of the examples of this is the head of the Fundamentalist Church of Latter-day Saints, Warren Jeffs. I think he has some like 80 wives, 80, women available. And he has been accused of sexually abusing children of both sexes. One of his daughters accused him of sexually abusing her. Now, then you have somebody like Larry Flynt. He's the late publisher of the infamous magazine Hustler. And he basically also had unlimited sexual outlets. He did marry Althea Leisure, but with her approval, and sometimes even with her active cooperation, she would sometimes act as procurer. He would have sex with many, many, many other women. He openly admitted it. If a woman wanted to pose for Hustler, she was probably going to have sex with Larry Flynt. And he was very open and candid about that. He had multitudes of sexual partners. Yet his daughter, Tanya Flint Vega, has insisted that he sexually abused her. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know in either case, if either Warren Jeffs or Larry Flynt is guilty of sexual abuse, although Warren Jeffs, I think we can say that he at least abused one of his wives, the 12-year-old wife, and he was convicted of raping her because he had sex with a 12-year-old girl, claiming that she was one of his wives. Okay, but other things have never been in a courtroom, like the accusations by his daughter and by some other people. Nevertheless, those accusations have been made. And Larry Flynt, in his magazine, he always drew a very, very strict line between, consenting adults and anything having to do with sex with children. He always insisted that he and Hustler magazine totally opposed any sort of sex with children. I don't know whether his daughter is telling the truth or not. I do know that one accusation strikes me as credible, very credible, and that is that when she went to visit her father in his mansion, that he did not have people go through and meticulously clean the place up so there was no pornography lying around. It sounds to me that sort of sloppy behavior, sounds like something Larry Flynt would, well, not do, but fail to do. And by failing to get rid of the pornography when a child visited, she came across it. And so, but anyway, I do want to put it out there that the problems of sexual abuse by priests cannot just be chalked up to the fact of having an unmarried clergy. Having a married clergy is by no means any guarantee against scandal, nor is it a guarantee against sexual crimes. I hope you enjoyed hearing that, and will subscribe to my channel.